good morning. Isn't this an absolutely beautiful place to start off a video? I am blown away by this morning's conditions. I'm out here in the north of Bali taking some photos and creating some videos, and I'm by myself. So I don't have anyone to take any photos of me, so we're out here taking self-portraits. And I thought, why not share a few tips and tricks on how to take self-portraits yourself, because it's not as easy as it looks, believe me. We're also currently racing the sun at the moment to get these out because I had way too much fun in Blue Hour just running around snapping some photos. So let's get into this video. Here are 4 tips on how to take better self-portraits. First things first, you're going to need one of these, a tripod. If you don't have a tripod, you're going to be looking at balancing your camera on like your bag or whatever the case, and it's just not going to be a pleasant experience. The second thing you're going to need is an intervalometer. Now, thankfully, I've got one built into the camera, but if you don't know what an intervalometer is, it basically just presses the shutter button for you however many times you set it to. So it could be 10 times and it'll take a photo every second. It could be unlimited photos and it takes a photo every 5 seconds. However you set it up is how many times it's going to take the photo, which is very key if you're taking self-portraits, because you can't be there pressing that shutter button. We're also going to want to be shooting as wide as possible. Well, maybe not as wide as possible, but fairly wide. This is so in post you can crop and, kind of alter any slight imperfections in where you're standing or in the composition that you have, because if you don't have someone behind the camera guiding you where to be, or, looking out for things that, should or shouldn't be in the shot as you're moving around, it can get a little tricky. So that's why if you shoot a bit wider, things get a lot easier in post. So the first shot we're going to be shooting is one right here. I'm going to be standing roughly somewhere here in line with this mountain, and the camera is going to be set up here. Hopefully this light isn't getting too harsh, and yeah, we get some good results. So another fairly important thing to keep in mind while taking self-portraits is that however often you set your intervalometer to take a photo, you kind of want to change up your pose or position. So for example, at the moment I have this on 1 second, so every 1 to 2 seconds I know that I can kind of move my body, and the best way to, I guess, keep track of that is to simply listen out for the shutter. Every time you hear that, you'll know it's time to take a new pose because the camera's just taking another photo. So let's get our shots here. As you can see, the sun is well and truly up now, so I think I might be a little bit too much in the sun, but let's see what we can do with this spot. Well, I think that is the end of this lovely, lovely spot. We're going to be moving down a little bit further south to a waterfall, meet up with some friends, take a few more photos there, and yeah, let's kick on and let's get to our next location. Whew, it's still chilly, man. It's still cold, and I got 2 jackets on. Whew. That was a fun morning, wasn't it? All right, so after the waterfall, I'm now home in my lovely office, which is sweet. This morning was an absolute blast. Had an incredible time out shooting. It's been a while since I've been out and about, so that felt great to get out. And I believe I owe you guys one more self-portrait tip, and that is honestly to take your time. And I wish I had put this in practice a little bit more, but I didn't. As you can see, I probably rushed a few of the images as the light was getting a little bit too harsh. But in saying that, please take your time. You don't have anyone behind the camera except for yourself. So if the pose isn't right, if the composition is a little bit off, take your time, change it while you're there, and you're gonna have a much easier time editing. You don't have someone complaining behind the camera or wanting to take their own photos, or you're not feeling guilty for holding up someone's time because you're the one shooting. So yeah, you're only taking your camera's time and your tripod's time, which is ideal. And yeah, just have fun with it and enjoy it. All right, so that is gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you did enjoy. This is my first video in quite a while. I haven't uploaded anything like this before, so I hope you enjoyed. There should be a fair few more tutorials coming in the future. And yeah, I had a lot of fun making this, and I hope you guys had a decent amount of fun watching it. So yeah, hopefully I'll be seeing you fairly soon. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.